Hey, 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 what's up? Good evening, everybody. Good evening. What's going on? It is Thursday. It's Thursday. Let me make sure everything is connected. Y'all give me a few seconds. Y'all know sister a little bit slow with this thing still. We are showing live on Facebook. Facebook, are y'all seeing me? I need y'all to say something if y'all see me on Facebook. Just holler if you hear me. All right, I think we're good. Um, we are definitely good on the personal page. I see it. Let me make sure we're sharing over to the RLRG page. It should be up there. Yeah, give me a few seconds. Hey, I hope everybody had a good day. Hope everybody had a good day. I had a great day. I had a great day. I was supposed to go to work today, and I ended up hanging. Ooh, I didn't end up telling y'all what I did, but it was good. It was relaxing. It was wonderful. I had a chance to have some me time. To have some me time. So, um, give me a sec here. Here we go. I think we are good. All right. I think we are good. So, hey, what's up? Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Real Life Relationship Growth. Kick it, get together, chat it up, whatever we want to call it. I am Donna. I am Don. I'm trying to get everybody online straight. I'm trying to get us online straight, y'all. Let me share this to the group. If you are not seeing this on the RLRG page, let me know, please. Let me know, please. It should be popping up there. All right. Yep. There it is. All right. So, yeah, we're going to get started with this thing, okay? Um, I'm not going to take long. I'm not going to take long. I usually do my little intro, and I'm not going to take too long tonight because I have a panel of wonderful people that are on with me tonight, and they are ready to come on and have a good time and have a good discussion. Um, so we're going to get started. This is the Real Life Relationship Growth page. We are on YouTube. If you guys could do me a favor and please, when you have a moment, go to YouTube and subscribe for me. Subscribe to the YouTube page, okay? I would love for us to kind of get together and gather there. That'll be our best spot, our best place to gather is with YouTube. So, um, I am not, you guys, a relationship expert. I am not. I'm just a black woman in this world, living this life, doing the damn thing, and enjoying myself in the process. I have had some life experiences that have helped me to develop and continue to develop into the woman that I am. They're good, they're bad, there's ups, there's downs, but the good thing about it is that I have an opportunity to share some things with you guys. And in return, I want you guys to share as well. That's what this page is about. That's what we're about. Now, the basis of this page is this: you have to be single, dating, courting, married, divorced, or widower. If that's you, you're in the right place. You're in the right place. We're not here to bash each other. We're not here to talk about each other. We have some jokes here and there. We have a good time on the page and we have some laughs and whatever. But everything that stems from those places in life is what we're here for. Is what we're here for. We're here to learn, to grow, to pray, to laugh, to talk, all of that stuff. So tonight, y'all, tonight we're gonna get started on this thing. Tonight, I have some wonderful guests in the house. If you do not know, tonight our topic tonight is he said, she said. He said, she said. Okay? That is our topic for tonight. Um, Most people see that and they be like, debate, arguing. That's not what's about to happen, but we about to let y'all know what's happening. So I'm gonna bring my guest on. Um, this first young lady, I'm gonna bring her on first because she is one of the admins on the RLRG page. She is not only an admin, but she is my homegirl. She is my homegirl. Corey and I met. Corey and I met. Let me bring Corey on. So as I'm introducing her, we can see what she looked like.
Hi.
What up, girl? Everybody knows Corey.
This camera back a little bit. Okay.
Everybody knows Corey. Corey and I met years ago. We
Mm-hmm.
were both a part of a singles group through our church, and we met years ago through Facebook, y'all, through Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So if people think healthy, great relationships don't grow through social media, I'm about to show y'all something. I'm about to show y'all something. Because this next young lady I'm going to bring on, Miss Crystal. What's up, babe?
What's up, girl? What's up?
My girl Crystal. Crystal also I met through this same group. It's been years now. Like it's years. Yeah, let me tell you how deep this thing is. Crystal lives in LA. Crystal lives in LA. And through the group, we befriended one another. We, would chat and comment on each other's things and stuff like that. When I had my 50th birthday party 2 years ago, Crystal and her husband came to the A and celebrated my 50th with me. They stayed the whole weekend. We
Wouldn't have
had
missed it.
never seen each other in person. That was the first time we got a chance to talk to each other, hug each other, and be like, girl, what's up? So this is Miss Crystal. What's up, Crystal?
What's up? What's up? And that's how I know Corey too from the group.
Yep,
We've been
Yep.
friends for years. It's a long time.
Yep.
yep.
Long
Ended up
time.
meeting up with you in Florida.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh,
Yep.
that's right.
Yep.
That's
You did
right.
my
We
makeup.
sure
I
did.
still got the picture.
Yep. That's right. That
All right.
karaoke singing in the car.
Mm.
Yeah.
The next young lady I'm gonna bring on, whoo, y'all. This is a sister from another mister. So when I say these connections are deep, this is my girl Rose. Hey, Rose.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing tonight?
Y'all, let me tell y'all, Rose and I are military brats. We come
Yep.
from the same um, cloth. We cut from the same
We
cloth.
are. Yeah.
Rose and I graduated high school together. We were in
hmm
Mannheim, Germany together. That's where
hmm
we first met, and
hmm
we graduated high school together. Hey, baby.
Hey girl.
All right, Corey, you ready? Because we got to get them started. So
Hey.
before we get started, it's going to take just a second. Brothers, sit back, relax, y'all. It'll be okay. Don't even front and trip on the vocals, but we about to do this thing. And I know
Hey. Let's
you're
go.
okay. All right, so, ooh,
Ladies first.
ladies
Ladies
first.
first. Ooh, ladies first.
Ladies
Ladies
first.
first.
Ladies first.
I don't know who did that, but me and Corey did it, and that's
Oh,
what I'm doing now. It's stuck. Mr. Mark Weaver, shut it up.
I was about to say, please
Who
record this
talking?
and
Who
send it to the
talking?
brethren.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Mark Weaver. The next guest I'm going to bring on, y'all, this brother right here, he holds a special place in my heart. I'm telling you. This gentleman right here is another one of my high school friends. My high school friends. Mr. Finley,
Hey, how's everybody doing?
what's up, sir?
You told me to be quiet, and I'm just going to sit here and nod. I already know. I'm just the only
And
guy
say
right now. I'm
yes.
just waiting till, yes, ma'am, we good. Mhm.
Okay.
That's how I've always been.
That's how you always been?
Yes, yes. That's. Don't record this. We don't need anybody no evidence.
Yeah, so yeah, like I said, Finley is another a Heimer. We call ourselves, the Mannheim Bisons. We were in Mannheim, Germany. So Finley is another Brat's brother, and I really appreciate you being on here, sir.
No, no
Because
problem.
right now you see it's female dominated, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix that right now. I'm
I
gonna fix
can't.
that right now. I'm gonna
I,
fix that right now.
I can't
These
speak to all the guys for all the guys. I can't speak for all of them.
these next two brothers that I'm going to bring on, look at this boy. He's so
Oh
I
boy.
had the opportunity to collab with one of them through another podcast, another platform. Another friend of mine has a platform, and he invited me on, and he invited this gentleman on. But what's so special about these two men? I have been since I began this thing wanting to get together with some brothers, with some men, and have those perspectives here, and we talk about it, and we get together. So, um, Vince and I were on the Date Night Online platform. That's where we met, to find out that Vince is a part of, he is one of 4 men, and their podcast is called the Husband Show Podcast. We got 4 husbands, y'all, doing the damn thing. 4 husbands, y'all. Yes, please. Let me bring these gentlemen on. First, we have Mr. Vince La Vincent.
Hello.
Hey, we
I
got
heard
to
all
get
them ladies first
you
singing.
camera. Let me see how we get this thing. All right, I think there we go.
What's up, Corey?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Good to see you.
Oh yeah, good to see you. All that ladies first singing and stuff. I heard it.
You heard it.
Mhm.
And along with Vince, we have Mr. Perry. Perry, what's going on, sir?
I said, hey.
Hey.
What's
All
up?
right,
Well, Corey, we meet
Everybody,
again.
I'm trying to count.
Uh,
We fit everybody on screen.
Yeah.
is my camera on there?
No, your camera's not on.
Oh, shit.
Turn it on. It's like the Brady Bunch.
We're gonna let Perry. We're gonna
Yeah,
let
I know how
Perry.
to work this fancy thing.
Mm-hmm. You got it, Perry.
I'm gonna get it.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I'm gonna get
Yeah,
it.
we're gonna give him time to get himself together, but we're gonna keep going while he gets himself together, y'all.
Yeah.
I want to say what's up. Good evening to everybody who's on. I see we have some people that are on with us already. I appreciate you being here. I'm not sure. Let's see, because here we go with this. All right, here we go. Let me put this up so I can see you guys. All right. So we have some people that have joined us through YouTube and through Facebook. So I would love to ask everybody. I want to ask everybody. I would really love and appreciate it. If you're on Facebook, please go over to YouTube. Please go over to Real Life Relationship Growth. The link should be on the page there. Could you please go over to YouTube and join us on YouTube? Because I don't want to miss anything. We got the chat on the side, and I don't want to miss anybody's comments, anybody's questions, anybody's thoughts. So please go over to YouTube for me. Join us on YouTube, and I'm trying to make sure I keep up here. Y'all, I need an assistant. I need somebody running the back.
It's
Where's
hard. ain't
nephew?
it? It's a lot.
Woo!
Mhm.
Because
It's
sister
a lot.
is, yes. I'm trying to. All right. Well, it says I'm live, but I can't see it.
Oh yeah, no, you live. I got my phone open, and
There
look,
it
I
is.
got my
Okay.
phone open, but I can't get my camera working. Boy, I got it.
Yeah. Okay.
I tell you the truth.
So
Always something.
if y'all could do me a favor, crew, if y'all see some comments come up, and we need to go ahead and read them and pause for a minute to get those comments in. Just be like, hey, let's, we got a comment from such and such or whoever is coming up. If y'all could help me out with that. My assistant is not here. He playing the drum somewhere. Nephew used to kind of help me out, but he's not here. All right, y'all. So, like I said, our topic tonight is he said, she said. I think it's really, really important, whether you're in the world of dating or you're married, for us to understand each other. Without understanding, without good communication, everything goes left. Everything goes left. So, there's this little saying that I hear all the time. It might be a cliche, but I think it's accurate. I think it's accurate. And y'all tell me, y'all help me out with this. Women need to feel protected.
Yeah.
Women need to feel protected. Women need to feel that they're provided for. They need to feel safe and secure. Men want respect. Men need to be respected. They need to feel respected. Look, anybody can take that. Anybody can go from that point. Ladies, let me do this. Ladies, is that about accurate? Would y'all agree that we are looking to be provided for, protected? We want to feel safe from our men. Is that about accurate?
That is true for me.
Yes, for me.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So that and men, let me ask y'all, because it's one word. Yeah, I noticed we had about 3 or 4. It's one word, to feel respected. Is that about accurate? Y'all brothers, y'all want to feel respected?
Oh yeah, that's 100% accurate.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
But it has to be earned. So
The respect has to be earned.
right,
Okay. Okay. Elaborate a little bit on that, Vince, please.
you got to have a good track record. You got to provide that protection that you were just talking about. First of all, and make you guys feel safe, and just handle our business, do our part.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Because I think as women, we sometimes struggle in those areas of reciprocating certain things when certain things aren't in place. Would y'all
Right.
agree with that?
Oh yeah, for
Safe
sure.
space.
Mhm. What'd you
Yeah.
say, Rose?
Safe space. You got to create that space for me to be able to give you what you need.
Exactly. That safe space. We looking for that safe space. We need that safe space. So, like, what does that look like, ladies? Because I want to kind of start with the. You know what? I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna start with the brothers because this is my personal belief, and I don't put off necessarily what I just believe on others, but I definitely want to hear what others think. I believe I was raised, I was taught, and I believe that the man is the head. The man is the lead.
Mm-hmm.
He's the head. And I know a lot of ladies have trouble with that for their different various reasons, and we can talk about that too. But I want to start with the brothers. So if respect is what you all want, and Vince, I'm gonna piggyback off of what you said because you said it. You have to earn that.
Right.
You have to earn that. What do y'all need? What are y'all looking for from us as your women, your whether it's your spouse, your girlfriend, the person that you're looking at to see if this is the woman that you want to spend the rest of your life with? What is that you look for? What is it that you need to see to even set yourself up in a position to say, I want this one to follow me?
You want that one, Finley, or you want me to get it?
No, you got this. I'm just here to be a yes man.
You a yes man? So what is it that we need? That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of different things. Like I said, we desire respect, but also attention. I want the same energy from you that I get from everybody else. You know what I mean? Other people I meet in the street or whatever. But just to know you got my back and I can be confident that I can come to you with whatever issues I got going on, and it don't go no further than us. And then I'm not judged about it later on down the line.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I should be able to be vulnerable. You know what I mean? Be able to talk about my feelings. Not too talky, but just get some stuff off my chest and clear my mind. That's important to me, to be able to have somebody that I can vent to.
Okay.
Right.
So that attention, needing that attention. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now that's a good word. And I'm gonna be honest. I really never heard a man say attention.
Okay.
It's come in different ways and different forms, but I like that word because that could mean a lot of stuff. That can come from different directions.
It could.
Mm-hmm. Perry, you with us?
Oh yeah, I'm here. I apologize. I don't know what's going on, but in this podcasting world, these things do what they want to do. I'm sorry.
They do. That's okay, but we can hear you. We can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah. Hey, Corey. Good to see you again. Oh, man, yourself.
Boy, doing some collabing, boy. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. And Corey is like, I don't even have a podcast.
I sure don't.
You're
Sure
a
don't.
All right, we're gonna get her one. We're gonna get
He's a
her one.
celebrity.
On the last one, y'all
Yeah.
dogged my white wall. But I got a candle box here, so
Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there.
At home. Corey is at home. That is cool. That is not a problem. Corey is at home. Okay. So y'all, let me tell you a little bit. We said that Vince and Vince and Perry are married. So Perry, how long you and your first lady? Because I told you I call him first
Boy,
lady. How
you
long
keep
you
doing
and
that.
your
'Cause
first lady married?
that makes me feel like Barack Obama. How they used to announce him as Michelle's husband. Like, that's so crazy. But anyway, 25 years. It'll be 25 in November.
Wow.
25. Nice. Yes.
congratulations.
Appreciate it.
All right, Mr. Sledge. Mr. Sledge, how long you and First Lady been married?
It'll be 25 in December.
Woo, woo.
Day after.
Nice.
Y'all clapping, but I don't think they would.
They're still there. They
Right.
clap. And the other two gentlemen, y'all have a combination of how many years of marriage with the other two?
So altogether, it's over 70. Troy is 28, and John, he was military, so he was moving around a lot. So he's been married 5 years, but he's retired now. So we have over 70 years of experience.
Wow.
We're now, and what we like to tell everybody is, we can tell you how to do it all wrong. So listen to us.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
To us.
That's a
and you won't
perspective.
make our mistakes.
Oh
We
yeah.
can tell you how to do it wrong, and because we're
Ooh.
still learning. It's a learning process all the way through.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I like
That's
that
good.
perspective though, because I think that you can tell everybody all the right stuff, and that sounds very lofty. You tell them all the stuff you did wrong, they're like, oh, okay, let me watch out for that pothole.
You're taking notes.
This, let me watch that. Right, exactly. That's a great perspective.
It is.
That's right. That's right.
And we don't come off as too full of ourselves. Like we want y'all to know we've made all the mistakes. We've done all the
Humble.
things. I mean, all you got to do is look at the time frame. If I'm 52 and I've been married since I was 20, I'm sorry, if I'm 52 and I've been married for 25 years, do the math. So that tells you about, it wasn't always I wasn't always who I needed to be. I put it like that.
For
Well,
sure.
y'all clearly grew up together, which is good because there's not a lot of people that can come from that age bracket and be where you are today. So you should really
Mhm.
be
That's
proud of
right.
that, regardless of whatever lows and whatever you went through, and now you're here. So that's a true testament right there. And when you do talk about, you can tell how to do it wrong, I think that helps a lot of brothers out there who haven't figured out what to do right.
Yeah.
And it lets them know that they're, whatever wrong or whatever missteps they've taken, they're not the only one.
There you
Because
go.
when you talk about how well you've done it, they're looking at themselves, well, I can't even compete because I done did this or I done did that. So
Don't matter.
you level the playing field. So that's
That's
good.
right.
That's good. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
that's
But like I always say, it's gotta be you gotta want it to succeed.
Mhm.
mhm.
You gotta put in the work. You gotta put in the work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, Mr. Finley, let me ask you, coming
Yes.
from a place of being a single man,
Yeah.
of being a single man, how do these things kind of weigh for you? Like, we talked about of course respect, and you agree respect is that thing that men look for and need.
I think that they look for respect, and as much as a lot of guys don't realize it, communication is a big key. I was married before, and there was times we weren't even in the same room for hours. There was, and the only thing it leads is to speculations. You don't trust, you don't have these, you can't come together when there's a problem. And what I realized when I started dating, even though, because I did start dating someone and I was quick to go, I don't think this is going to work. But then I started fighting with somebody, not fighting, but fighting with them. Like I tell people, I can fight with you, but I can't fight against you.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the biggest things is if you're not there, if you just go whatever and you're not communicating, I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know. You don't know what I'm thinking. I want you to know, even, and yes, I'm getting ready to say, even if I went to a puff party, you know, I'm not going out there cheating. I need you to know I am not going out there doing anything. But the whole thing is to get to the point where you have that trust that, so you know, that person, and you know they're not going to make you look stupid, and you're not going to make them look stupid. You know, that person becomes your friend. But the biggest thing that I've realized is, and this isn't me trying to be negative, is when a person is trying to change you, I feel like you should go find another person, because a man is not going to try to change a woman. A man is not going to go out there because he wants that particular person he fell for. He wants that. Oh, you burp like that? Oh, I'm going to have to get used to that. If I start changing you, you found the wrong person.
Right.
You know, if you got to go and just eat a salad all day long and gorge later, you found the wrong. Girl, we get ready to eat this shrimp cocktail or whatever together. You know, I feel like if you meet that person, you're going to want to enjoy each other's company.
Yeah.
And it took a long time, because for a while, the person I started seeing, man, I was getting to the point where I was shaking. And then I had to do one of those things. And it wasn't Jada Pinkett Smith. And it wasn't complete. I was like, look, we both haven't gone anywhere. We got to figure this out. We got to be happy. You know, okay. And it was that's communication and respect and trust.
Good, yeah.
And let me answer your one question. Yes, that's all I
got. Hold on, can I piggyback on something he said right quick?
Please do.
For all the fellas out there that are trying to make something happen with someone, you might be looking for someone, you might be in it with someone. I'm gonna tell all the young dudes, listen to me clearly, and Vince, back me up on this.
Come on.
As long as you're not making her look crazy in these streets, you're gonna be all right. When you start making her look the fool, and everybody knows what's going on besides her,
right,
brother, you're about to have you some problems. Do not make that woman look like an ass in these streets. That's 50% of it right there. I promise you. And I'm just piggybacking off what the brother Finland said, because that is the truth. Right?
Oh yeah.
Don't make her look crazy.
Well, you know what? You bring up a very good point, because oftentimes, and I know I've experienced it in my youth and in my adulthood, people try to have this point system. They feel like if they can get enough people on their team to corroborate or commiserate with whatever they say that they're going through, that makes them look better. But because then when it goes south, they be like, oh, she did you wrong, she did you this, and not realizing that both people contribute. I don't care, little or a lot, both people contribute to whatever the outcome is.
Yeah.
And when she gets to a point she can't trust you, she can't feel safe, feel confident that you got her back, then it is going to implode. It is going to crumble. It's hard to come back from that.
Exposed, it's over. It's over.
I think the bottom line with any relationship, beginning, middle, end, whatever, or, you know, in the process, is you got to know your audience. You got to get to learn your partner, know your partner. The more you know, the more you're able to give them what they need in the capacity that they need it. Oftentimes we look at our significant other and we try to love them in the way that we think we want to love them, instead of actually giving them what they need through their love language. Everybody don't receive the same way or aren't receptive to the same things that you may be. So you got to learn that person. You got to watch what they do. You got to watch how they react. You got to watch how they receive things. And that's how you deal with that person through those things. And I think sometimes we forget to learn our partner. It's not just about loving your partner. You got to learn your partner to know how to love them. And that makes a huge difference, I think, when you're building a relationship, because as it grows, we all know anything that grows is new. And if it's new, you got to learn it. So you have to learn with grace. Humility. You have to give that to a man. If you can't give a man grace and humility to show him that, hey, I see what you're going through. I see what you're doing. Okay, I may have to move a little bit. You know, you got to compromise a little bit. because that's what they need. They need you to compromise so that they can get where they're going. Doesn't mean you have to lose who you are. It just means that you have to work with your partner so that, you know, you both are getting the most out of your relationship with the least resistance.
There you go.
Bar.
That's the reason they call it a partnership.
And
Right.
I think y'all that that definitely comes with growth. That definitely comes with maturity. I like that the brothers started out with they know how to do it wrong. I love that y'all started out that way because guess what? We know how to do it wrong too. We know how to do it wrong too. We know how to respond wrong.
Yeah.
We know how to give our facial expression wrong.
We know how to act up, not act up, act up.
Yeah. ACK.
Hey, that facial expression thing is a big one. That facial expression thing is a big one.
Yeah.
Because I judge my next move on how you respond to the first one.
That's it.
And what we realize, we don't realize sometimes, and what people don't realize is we're setting each other up for failure. Because if you can't tell me how you feel without me,
Yeah.
without all of that, then you're not going to tell me how you feel. And you can't trust me. I truly believe in that men need safe space as well.
Oh,
They
yeah.
need a safe space.
Yeah.
They need to be able to say, hey, I'm not feeling this today. I'm not feeling this today. And y'all know me, I'm very transparent, I'm very honest, because this is real life relationship growth. I had to get to a point in a place that I had to learn and grow and realize I was giving the brother a hard way to go. Like my expectation of what I thought I needed and wanted that you were not doing, So it's a learning process because we too know how to get it wrong. I think we all kind of start out getting it wrong, unless we had that perfect example of
Right.
what a husband and wife look like.
Yeah. It's not a whole lot of,
Say
it's not,
again?
it's not a whole lot of perfect examples.
That's what I was about to say. I don't
Yeah,
know
me
how you say perfect example. I think in my mind, the perfect example is those who've been through some things and still made it work.
That's
They
right.
still evolve. Because back to that growth thing, you're not going to stay the same two people that you began because life happens, situations happen.
Yep.
All the parameters change, and you got to be able to roll and adjust with it and adjust with each other. Your interests are going to grow, your circles are going to grow, and you got to find a way to um, to 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 blend those things together and still say I do at the end of the day, whether it's dating, whether it's a marriage or whatever. You still got to be able to say at the end of the day, I still choose you.
That's right. And you got to understand the 80-20 rule. There's going to be some days where I'm going to give 20. I need you to pick up that 80 because a relationship is 100%. And if you are not at your best, I need to be able to stand by you, pick up that slack, show you, hey, I got you. You do what you got to do. I'm picking up this end here. And vice versa. There's going to be days where, you know, we're going to be not at our best, you know, maybe showing ourselves a little bit. We're going to need you to pick up that for us too. We're going to need you to hold us up the same way we would hold you. You know, a lot of people think, oh, it's 50-50 all the time. And nah, I've been in relationships where I've had to hold my partner up because of whatever they may be going through, you know, because we all go through things. We go through life. And sometimes just because I may handle it differently than you doesn't make it wrong. It just means I need to support you in a different way.
That's right. Let me pause for a second, you all. If you guys are on Facebook, could you all please go to YouTube, Real Life Relationship Growth on YouTube. I'm getting messages. If you're not following the Facebook page, it appears it will not let you comment. And I'm sharing it from my personal page to the RLRG page. So if everyone could please go over to YouTube, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm going to put it up here. If y'all could go to YouTube, I greatly appreciate it. Also, okay, go ahead, Rose. I apologize.
Oh, no, you good. That was just, you know, my point. And just kind of going off of what Crystal said, you know, about growth and all of that. And you got to understand that growth doesn't happen evenly. Okay, we
Right.
have different times and different spaces in our lives where we go through things that affect us differently. I may have handled the situation differently in my 20s than I do my 30s because maybe I have a little more maturity. So
Right.
I may need to delve into a little bit more. I may need to, address the issues I'm having. And then I have to learn how to address the emotions I'm dealing with so
Mm,
that my partner, my partner can understand what's going on with me and he can support me in the way that I need. And we need to be able to do that both ways. That needs to happen both ways.
that's right. That's right. So I want to say this: we have an array of ages that follow this page. We have an array of ages in this group in this family. So let's speak, you guys, to the younger ones, the ones that are starting out and trying to get this thing right and trying to figure it out. They didn't have the examples and don't have the examples, and they start out because Rose, you hit some points, and I wanted to back up a little bit on those points that age does not always bring maturity.
Mm-mm.
True.
Age does not always bring maturity. So if we can go from, if we can, Corey, if you can say something to the single woman, and I'm not trying to um, insult anybody. And I know everybody knows that's not what's happening here, but I want to lay this out for a second. Corey is a single woman. Corey's never been married. Rose is a single woman. Rose is divorced, has been divorced. I am a single woman. I have been divorced. Crystal is married. Crystal is married. Finley has been married. He's divorced. He's a single man. And the other two brothers are married. So all these perspectives I wanted to get because I think they're great and phenomenal to do what we're doing here. So Corey, let me go back. Let me ask you, a sister that's where you are in life and trying to.
Can't hear you.
I hear you.
Can't hear you.
Y'all not able to hear me?
There you go.
Okay,
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
You said a sister, that's where you are in life.
I was gonna have the sign language for you.
Too.
Where you, where you been? You ain't got no sense. Where you are in life. Tell that sister that's where you are in life and want to go that go the distance in that relationship with your man. What is it? What is it that she needs or she could possibly help her be what she needs to be for him and to know what to receive from him? I know that's packed with quite a bit. Just pick one.
That's a lot. And I don't even know if I could answer that because I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that experience.
No, I'm coming from your experience.
Mm-hmm.
Not the experience of maybe where I have experienced because I've been married
Mm-hmm.
and divorced. But you're walking into this thing. Say you're talking and you're speaking representing a woman just like you.
Mm-hmm.
And she's trying to navigate this thing. And she's trying to understand what's my place and how do I do this to even position myself to be that for this brother.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to say, listen. And even if you know the answer and he is dead wrong, still listen. But you can't let somebody be wrong. And I might be wrong in that. You can't let somebody be wrong, but it's also how you let them know that, hey, that may not be the best way. You got to come up with a way. If you know this person, you kind of have to feed the ego and you don't have to be fake about it, but be gentle.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes you can say the right thing, but if you say it in the wrong way or without enough massaging, it can sound harsh.
Deliver.
The delivery. Consider how you deliver that information
Yeah.
and listen.
Mhm.
Just listen.
So Miss Crystal, you and I'm a move on to Miss Crystal because Miss Crystal, we all kind of nodding our head,
Mhm.
but Crystal kind of add to that.
Man, if I could go back, what I
Mhm.
would tell young women, single women, and I say young simply because we come out the gate trying to impress. We come out the gate trying to be what we see, whether it's social media or our
Mhm.
friend groups that are popular, and we want to appeal. And then the boys have, they've congregated together and they're, they've come up with what they think is the ideal person. So we try to cater to that. And I
Mhm.
feel like women lose sense of self trying to be
Mhm.
something else. We talked about this in prepping for this meeting about, when my husband and I, we met via dating app online. And I remember back in the day of Back Planet and all the other ones, I represented myself as what I thought somebody might want as opposed to who I was. And
Mm.
we have to be very careful because the bait you put out determines the fish that you catch.
You
Mhm.
And
better know
so
it.
when you catch
Sorry,
that fish, then it's not what you want.
say that again.
I said the bait that you put out determines the fish that you catch.
Hmm.
So and then when you catch that fish and you be like, I don't like this, you in essence really did this to yourself because you sold him on something that you're really not, or whatever you thought you was catering to. And then he's upset because you didn't turn out the way he thought you was going to turn out. So you both, are setting yourself up for failure. And it's hard to
Mhm.
dig out of that trap.
Mhm.
Um, so that's why I say if I could go back and tell my younger self or women today that are wanting to be in a relationship, be authentically you, good, bad, ugly, and different, because somebody somewhere will like what you got and want what you are offering. But be you at all times.
Mhm.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Corey, I appreciate that because you
Right
walked
on.
right into, yeah, yep. You walked that thing right into it.
Mhm.
Right into it. Right
Yes.
into it. So we 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 want to make sure that you all are saying, and it's true, that we have to take time to learn and understand each other.
Mhm.
I had a really good conversation today. Um, I got a phone call, and there was some questions asked, and I tried to come the best I could. And the more I talked, and the more I thought, and the more I realized I was seeing myself when I was answering these questions for this person. Um, and I was trying to kind of help guide them a little bit with what they were asking. But who taking that accountability for self
Yeah.
and understanding that what I receive is pretty much kind of what I'm putting out. Now, I know that that's a fine line. And some
Mhm.
people can say, well, I can meet somebody, I'm at my best, and I meet somebody, and they turned out to be the worst and the opposite or whatever. I had to take a minute and sit back and look at the things that I had not faced in my life
Mhm.
that was allowing me to connect with the type of men that I was connecting with.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So I had to take that accountability and say, wait a minute, what have you not dealt with? What have you not faced? What have you not been honest about?
Hmm.
Mhm.
Honest about. Um, that's causing these things to happen and these relationships to go the direction they're because I'm thinking like, wait a minute, I'm Donna. What you mean?
Right, right.
What you mean?
I'm
What
D
you mean?
Dub in this
Do you
mug.
know?
Right?
Get the memo? I'm thinking, so what is happening? What is going on that I'm allowing certain things and I'm doing certain things that are attracting, and I had to dig deep. I had to, y'all, this is my thing I do. Most know. Ding 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 ding, ringing that
Mhm.
bell. Counseling. Anytime I hear
Girl.
tone, that means counseling. Sitting down, laying down on somebody's couch and saying, help me, because I'm not getting this thing right. Something
Hmm.
is not going right. And it pulled out things from way, way, way back
Mhm.
that I didn't even realize was an issue and an option and a problem and this and that. Anybody with me on that? Like,
Oh yeah.
Testify.
Oh
mm-hmm,
yeah.
mm-hmm,
And that's odd that you said that you had to face accountability. Because women don't like accountability. You know that, right? Can we be honest?
Talk to it, Perry. Come on.
Can we be honest?
Yeah.
I'm with you, P. I'm with you.
I'm not.
Don't like
I'm not with you.
I'm with you, brother.
I'm not with you.
You know what? I'm gonna have to.
Uber.
I'm gonna have to say there's a lot of men who don't like accountability too. I'm not just jumping for, but like I could just tell you there's a lot of times I've heard, man, she made me do this. Nah, I think y'all both did.
It was a choice. It's always a choice.
Right.
You got to get with that person that wants to bring you up with them as always tearing you down. Because I've had people that are like, well, why'd you do this wrong? Or why, this. You have to get that person who wants to build you up. It's so easy. Like the thing that people told me about myself was, excuse the language, I was told, oh, you're like a Captain Save-A-Ho. You want to save people. You won't be that person, but I'll be there for you. And it didn't work out for me.
But you know what, Philly? That's a very true statement, and I can relate to you saying that, because you are raised to be the leader and the person who has all the answers, and you want to get in. And oftentimes I feel like men feel like if I do all this for her, she'll recognize the good in me, or that I'm worthwhile, this, that, and the third. But you also need that kind of support, and us be vulnerable with you and stand in the gap for you, for those men who will allow us to be strong like that. And I don't think that always is reciprocal. I don't know that there's ever really a good equal balance, but I think some men do feel like, if I can be this Mr. got it all together and always the stand in the gap for everybody, that raises your point level. But I don't think it should be about raising your point level. You only have to be accountable to yourself, to God, and whoever your partner is. You don't have to be, you can take that cape off sometimes, and it should be okay. We should all be okay with that.
I think that the cliche of the strong, silent type, it's good to be strong, but you have to be able to rest sometimes. There's women out there that do so much and still have to continue on. And guys have to do the same, as long as you understand that both of you have turmoil and issues, but as long as you can work at it together, as long as you're not there trying to be another chink instead of somebody trying to polish the armor, I think that is a good chance to work out.
I think accountability also has to do with knowing what you want for yourself. A lot of times we forget to learn who we are. What do I like? What don't I like? Because when you don't do that, you allow anything. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything, right? So if you're not telling yourself, hey, I don't like that, I don't want this, I don't agree with that, I don't accept this. If you're not honest with yourself about who you are, what you want, then it's hard to hold yourself accountable, because you don't even know where you stand on yourself. So how are you going to be able to stand on what somebody brings to you?
Right.
Or even discern what that is, if it's good, bad, or whatever.
I'm sorry, but that's a good point. It's like when I dated somebody before, I went to go open the door. She says, if you're not going to do that regular, you shouldn't be doing it. So I shut that door.
Exactly.
I'm not saying I was right. I'm just telling you what I did. That's the thing. Like, if a guy is dating some woman, if he's dating somebody and she's acting a certain way all this time, and like you said earlier, if she changes because she realizes that's not what she's going to accept, then you like, you changed. You have to be able to be yourself. If you can't be yourself, like I tell people, I'm 50-something years old, and I have to be me, because I only have but so much time left on this earth. I got more time gone than I do going forward.
Right.
So if I can't enhance you, I don't want to bother you. I want you to be happy. I want you to take that road and keep on going and enjoy life. I have no ill will towards people. I just want people to be happy.
You know what? To Rose's point and to Finley's point, I think both genders, we push stuff down and feel like, oh, it's not a big deal. Oh, we can get over it, whatever. And all of a sudden we implode, and then everybody be like, well, where did all that come from? And I don't think people change. I think they just show you more of who they are.
Yeah.
That's it.
Can I come back to Perry for a minute? I want to come back to Perry for a minute, because I do believe, Perry, a lot of men, some men feel that way, that women don't take accountability.
Mhm.
And remember, we're here tonight because we want to know what we need from each other.
Right.
We want to know. So Perry made a point that women don't take accountability. And I know this is not a pick on anybody point, but I want Perry to be able to elaborate on that because this is coming from a man's perspective. And again, he's not the only man that I hear say that.
Right. And that's what I was going to leave with. Yep. Because even with our podcast, we've had men on and people inbox us and they talk to us when they see us, and people that know us for real. And they talk about that a lot. Like a lot of you won't be surprised. Men really believe that women won't take accountability for stuff. Now, saying that, that's fine. You don't have to take accountability. But if I bring it to you and I'm telling you about it, you got to face that, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. So if she's not taking accountability, man, that ain't no end all be all, man. Just move forward. Let her know you recognize it, and it's okay. It's perfectly okay, man. It's not a big deal. I don't think so anymore. But a lot of men talk about that, the accountability aspect, and man, it's through the roof.
Yeah. And I hear it a lot, which is why I wanted to back up to it.
Yeah.
And I just want to speak on that for a minute because we say the same thing going the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
So if women are saying that men don't take accountability and men are saying that women don't take accountability, help.
What's going on?
Could ours be more of a communication thing and not accountability? Is it the wrong word? It might be communication for us. You think?
I think all the way around. I like that. Yeah. I think all the way around. I think when we say accountability, it's almost a word that we throw around now. Like narcissist, like everybody was throwing around the word narcissist.
Yeah.
Narcissist. You take anything to put that. So I think accountability is the word of the day.
Okay.
And I like what you said. We can kind of turn that around because it starts with the communication. Mm-hmm. If I say something to you and I tell you, hey, you made me feel this way.
Right.
You hurt my feelings. I don't like how you said that. And your response is, what's wrong with you? Why you being so, a woman to a man? Why you being so soft? Why you man up? Or the opposite way. What would y'all say?
Well, the B word. I don't want to say it, but
got you.
Stop being a B. Yeah.
Stop it. There you go.
Seriously.
And we're doing this and we're saying this back and forth. Where the heck are we missing the mark at?
Yeah. Like, and you got two married guys on here that's sitting here in awe because that made a lot of sense what you said. So if y'all saying that we don't do this and we saying y'all don't do that, we got to find a common ground.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Somehow.
I think it's being defensive. We get to a point where instead of approaching each other with my thing is respond in love always. Respond in love. You come to me with a situation and you tell me you don't like the way I make you feel or whatever. I have to say, okay, I don't know. I may not have seen what I've done wrong, but I still have to acknowledge how you feel. Whether or not I agree with it, like it. A lot of people think that that's confrontation when someone brings something to you. Mm-hmm. Confrontation doesn't mean negative. Confrontation just means I'm bringing to the table what I have an issue with. Mm-hmm. And whether you agree with it, like it, think I'm crazy, I don't care. I want you to acknowledge that. Mm-hmm. And we have to do the same thing. Now, we'll be honest. I do think that part is for women. When a man comes and says, you hurt my, not that that happens often, but when a man reveals his feelings, women, we are more nurturing. It's in our spirit to nurture. Right. So yes, we'll listen. We may not agree out loud, or we may not agree in our minds, but we should be agreeing, saying, okay, I acknowledge what you're doing. I acknowledge how you feel. I'll do my best to change that.
We should be, but let's
We should
and
be.
Rose, I get it, and I appreciate that, and that's growth. That's
Mhm.
growth because that came from somewhere, and I hear you because that's the path I'm on at this point. That
Mhm.
next lucky brother,
Ah,
he get all of this goodness because
Mhm.
refuse to go down another road, and we not doing this thing the right way.
Mhm.
I refuse to do it because I just don't. It ain't. You know, people say, "Well, I don't have time to waste." None of us have time to waste. Whether you 15 or 50, you have no time to waste.
That's it.
You need to do productive, good things with your life. But we gonna go. My cousin used to say when we did our whose fault is it series.
Oh,
He
yeah.
used to say, I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
He stayed playing devil's advocate.
He said it. So I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna be a Cortland. His name is Cortland. I'm gonna do Cortland. So Rose, that sounds real good. Real good. And like I said, that's growth and that's a product of taking the time to learn yourself and learning what's best for your relationship and that person. But that sister that's like, sir, I need you to go ahead with that. Because you heard what I said. You know, I'm tired of telling you how I feel. I'm tired of repeating myself.
Yeah.
You know good and well that such and such should have been fixed a week ago. I've been asking you and asking you. Let's speak to that. Let's speak to that because we want to grow. We want to get. We want to be a rose. I want to be a rose.
Oh, girl, don't worry. This rose right here that you see is refined, honey. This ain't the same rose I was, about 15 years ago. I was a little,
'Cause I knew you
around
in
the
the
way
house.
girl.
I knew you in the house.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? This took prayer,
Yeah.
patience with myself. That's the biggest thing. Patience with myself.
Mhm.
I had to have patience with who I was, where I was, and knowing where I wanted to be was going to take time. I didn't get like I was overnight. I wasn't going to be how I wanted to be overnight. And so I had to realize that. So
Yeah.
But you
just
know,
to add to that point.
you know what, Donna? It's like every fight
You felt that. I was coming
huh?
to you. I said you felt that because I was coming to you.
um, you know, every fight you have doesn't mean you won. And I feel like some people feel like if I beat you over the head with this, it's going to change your stance on it.
Mm.
And meaning you won that argument. And it needs to be about, I hear you, I understand what you said, but I'm gonna need you to allow me to agree to disagree.
Mm-hmm.
I accept what you're saying, but just because I don't want to change and adopt that mindset, don't make me wrong. It
That's
doesn't
right.
make you wrong. It just makes us have two varied opinions, and we can have that and keep it and keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I ain't want to fight in 25 years.
I
But
hear
in
that
your
a lot from
mind, in your
married
mind,
men.
you won. In your mind, you won.
In my mind, I'm the champ, but
The champ is here.
Ali Boombaye.
Yeah.
Boombaye.
That's funny.
I'm the card though. I
Hey,
love
Mike Deasy is in the comments going crazy. He got some good.
Yeah. That's my another brother from another mother.
Yeah, he goes crazy.
Mm-hmm. I see too many young women presenting themselves as a hot girl summer and end up cold in the winter.
Man.
Comes and goes. Men and women need to present themselves as a lifetime partner. I agree. If
Me
you're
too.
in this thing, who are you fighting against? Like what we're on the same team,
right.
which means like Crystal said, we're not going to agree with everything, but just know our goal. We working toward the same goal,
Mhm.
and if we're not working toward the same goal, we're really not on the same team. And should we even be teammates?
Mhm.
Should
Because you should be honest in your approach.
There you go. There it is. If you don't come with bullshit, you ain't got no problem. I'm not saying
That's it.
everybody's perfect or you coming with this, upright, I'm this way and I only walk this way type attitude. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is don't bring bullshit off rip.
That's it.
I promise you might do pretty fucking good.
You might.
Might
You
do
might.
pretty good. You don't have to lie, just don't come with bullshit.
Yeah,
Yep. There you
I
go.
agree.
Yep.
Mhm.
There you go. We got to work through this thing.
Mhm.
I did a video. I did a TikTok. Y'all know I love doing TikToks. It's hilarious.
Not you.
What?
But
Talk about that ticky-tacky.
I did a TikTok because sometimes, y'all stuff just pop up in my head and I'll be like, this is something good I need to say. I think it'll be helpful. But I did a TikTok on Saturday, pulled into the garage. I didn't even get out the car, y'all. I opened the door. and kind of paraphrasing, I was saying that what we have to realize that everybody is not for us. We're talking about the people dating, the people getting to know. Everybody's not for us. You can start out with someone having a great time,
Mhm.
enjoying that person, getting to know that person, and then one day it's like zoop,
Yeah.
and you're like,
What happened?
what happened?
Yeah.
But it's okay. It's okay to back up and say, hey, I enjoyed myself. Great meeting you, and go your separate ways. It
Right.
does not require all the drama and the extra and the fussing and the why. If someone does not want to be with you,
Let them go.
it's okay.
Mhm.
It's okay.
And that doesn't mean that you're not great, and it doesn't mean that they're not great. You're just not great together.
Just,
Right.
ma'am. Yes.
That's it.
There you go.
Just not great together. Okay, so I have a question. It's gonna go both ways, of course. Question. I'm gonna start with the ladies. How are you most misunderstood by your man? And again, you don't have to be with a man right now. At some point in time, we were in a relationship, and whether it worked or did not work or whatever, I'm gonna to think about it. And fellas, I'm gonna come to y'all with the same.
Why they go
But
dark
they
though?
always
What
I
happened?
noticed that.
They went into hiding
Heck, y'all, we
immediately.
don't bite.
Dang.
Hey, I'm here. I'm here.
They have left the building. Damn.
Right.
That was funny.
Oh wow.
Mass exit.
Wow.
Mass exit.
Oh
That
wow.
was too funny.
J classmate, I see you. I'm gonna come to you in just a second. Just a second. So ladies, who would like to start answering? Who would like to start?
Speak on it. I
That's a
want
good
Corey to go
question.
first.
Yeah, Corey, you go first.
Yeah,
Oh,
we on you.
Corey.
I was completely unprepared. That's why I started looking around because I was like, okay. I was on the chat. I was laughing. Yeah, no. He said the question one more time. I really do need the question one more time.
So okay, so let me just kind of paraphrase. So, how are you most misunderstood by a man, your man, the man? Like, what do you need? What do we need them to understand? Coming from your perspective, how are you most misunderstood? What do you need them to understand? I'm trying to be clear with you, brother. Like,
So, I think for me, I need the brothers to understand I'm not a space cadet. I don't say anything. If I don't know something, I'm not going to speak on it. If you're talking to me about a catalytic converter, we can talk a little bit. If you're talking to me about the rise over run, I have no conversation for you. I'm going to sit there, smile, nod, and everything. But what interests you that I don't know about, I'm going to listen because I do want to learn. I am attracted to a man that doesn't mind teaching me something. But if you're expecting me to give you conversation about that, and I'm smiling and nodding and saying, I don't know what that's about. I don't know anything about it. It's not because I'm flighty or I'm not flighty. It's not because I'm ditzy. I just don't know. But what I do know, I know. And you're not going to beat me in my lane. That's a me problem, because when you're in my lane, I'm going to let you know you're in my lane. Watch out. You finna get run over. And I'm not going to take it easy on you. I'm working on it.
Jesus.
I am. But I'm not a ditz. I know things, and sometimes to spare the feelings, I overcompensate.
Mm.
I learned I'm not overcompensating. I'm just gonna say, sweetheart,
The
that's
male
not.
ego is very fragile, sister.
It is fragile, and I have tried.
Very fragile.
I try. I really do try, but sometimes when you here, a perfect example. I had an aunt. She's not with us anymore, but she knew how to wire an entire house.
Damn.
But if the light bulb went out, she would tell her husband, "Can you fix that? Call the electrician. 'Cause I don't know what's going on." She knew what to do. She also knew when they would spend money on something major and the person was doing wrong, she wouldn't say anything.
Mm.
Mm.
They were married up until she passed away.
Okay.
Right. And I don't know if that'd be me. I think I gotta say something for wasting money because I'm really good at finances. That's my lane. But I think that because I'm
We have to
trying
learn how
to
to respect each other's lane.
right, because I'm trying to
Yeah.
compensate,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, you're aloof or you're this. No, I'm not. I'm not.
And even if you know it and I don't, it's a way you can do it, and I'll
Oh, yeah.
respect it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Oh, yeah.
I want to sit here and say right now, damn it, my wife do that shit to me, and I'm pretty. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you not just throwing me out there like, boy, you so dumb. But I appreciate it.
Hey, Perry, my
Mm.
wife always say, don't say that to nobody else.
I've heard that before.
Your
I've heard
help,
that before,
baby.
bitch.
Right. Don't say
Nice
that to
bit.
nobody.
Yeah, we can laugh about it together in the room, but don't you go
Right.
ahead.
Don't you tell
Right.
my
I
business to
appreciate that.
nobody else.
Nobody.
I appreciate it.
Exactly.
Funny.
All right, Miss Crystal. Most
I piggyback on what Corey said. I think for me, who I present myself to be, take that at face value. Don't try to restructure it. Don't try to interpret. Don't try to assume whatever because I know me and I may play like I may not know what's going on around something. That's my way of getting around it, getting through it, or whatever. I recognize when certain things come at me, but I have to choose which hill I'm gonna die on today. And I don't want you to be like, oh, you don't understand this, you don't understand that. No, I do. It don't look like it to you, but I know me. I've been here 50 some odd years. I know the hurdles that I've come over, the bridges that I walked on over, the steps I've done, stepped on. I know me. And while I'm, still a work in progress and growing or whatever, have faith in me that I can do me. When I need to lean on you, I will. But trust me that I got this. Like that I'm good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. All
All
right,
right.
Miss Rose.
So the women are on it today because I wrote it down. So look, okay, we own it. We here because that's my biggest thing. Listen to what I'm saying and take what I'm saying to you at face value. Don't put words in my mouth. Don't say, well, you said, no, that's not what I said. What I had said was this. So don't try to misconstrue what I said to fit your belief or whatever your situation is at that
Right.
time. Don't do that. Take what
Right.
I say at face value because it's
Hey.
what I mean at that moment. And see,
hmm
I have learned to take a moment before I respond.
There you
So
go.
believe when I'm responding to you,
You
it
done
is
thought it
not
through.
emotion or
Yeah.
anger or none of that. What I'm telling you is what I'm telling you. I've had
Right.
time to think about it, pray about it, sit on it, whatever. So whatever I'm telling you, just understand that's what I mean. Don't change it to fit your situation.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yes.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, sirs, misters. Same question. Same question. Understand what is it that she need to understand? Mr.
I got a
Finley.
feeling Brother Finley need to go first. I got a feeling he got something cooking. Look at
I don't know why people say I have
It's
something.
brewing.
No, because I was looking at when you were going through it, I was like, man, she became a preacher. Her whole screen started moving like it was effects just happening. I was like, man, I don't even know. Maybe I need something in the back that's moving for me too. I was like, man, is that possessed or something?
No, I'm sorry, Perry and Vince.
The mess.
My boyfriend Finley. I've been knowing Finley since high school. Finley is a amateur comedian. He does stand up comedy.
Very amateur.
Oh.
Very, very, very amateur.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Couple of things. When everybody always talks about leadership, the first thing that they forget is a leader goes to people, just like a football player. Coach. Just like in the military, you surround yourself with people, and you surrounded yourself with a helpmate that is going to. You need to realize their strengths as well as they realize your strengths. One of my biggest things is I'm going to tell you twice about something. I'm switching. I'm sorry. I'll tell you twice about something. Afterwards, I shut down. I have a problem. I'm not going to lie. I will shut down because I don't have nothing. It's like talking to a drunk. We're not going to resolve anything.
right.
And if I tell you, I don't have, I'm not thinking about anything. Men do go to the blank space. That's like their happy place. It's like if they can't afford a room, like that cave room that they wanted, they just go into their little happy. I'm gonna tell you,
Preaching.
like I have floaters in my eye, little float. I will go and play with those. I just go somewhere. I will just go. And someone's like, "What you doing? What you thinking about?" I said, "I'm just playing a game. I can't afford Mario." But what I'm saying is, I just realized that if I tell you something and you don't believe me, that I will shut down. And there are so many men that will just shut down because they're like, why are we keep discussing this? It's like when my dad looked at me one time before and told me, he's like, you're talking to a drunk, right? He says, they're not going to listen to anything that you have. When a person has their mind set on something and you're trying to talk to them, you're not going to go anywhere.
The lost cause.
It's lost. And I will shut down. And that's the sad thing because I had to open up with the person I've been dating. I had to go, look, I would normally shut down, but I'm trying because I will shut down.
Nice.
So I'm sorry. I went off topic a little.
No,
it was exactly what we thought we was about to get. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
I thought
no effects going on. I'm sorry.
Oh wow.
Oh, word.
Mr. Vance, so throw me the question again. Perry will tell you I got a little bit of ADD. So
A little bit. Boy, you swimming in it. Cut it out.
hey, I got my notebook too, sir.
Man, I hate that. I want to break topic right quick, but we will be doing a pod, and we'll go to this dude, and he'll be like, "What? Boy, you sitting right next to me? What is going on upstairs?"
Hey, that's what Philly was talking about. That space, that blank space. There it is. But no, I think the thing she had to realize about me was I handle things differently. I'm not gonna respond the way she wants me to respond all the time. I don't overreact. I was always taught to just think things out and then react. So I think a lot of times, like especially with my boys, she wanted me to be all rah when I was like, that's not what's necessary. It's a better way to do this. So I think I don't respond the way she says I don't take things serious. I take it serious, but I just attack it a different way. Attack it a different way. Always have been like that.
Like it.
All right, Mr. Perry, what you got?
All right. I don't, for something we and Vince always talk about, and we talk about on the pod, we got a couple episodes with it. I don't think is that they're not getting you or understanding where you're coming from. I think it's a thing, and I heard it somewhere, and it resonated so tough. I hit Vince up as soon as I heard it. Uncommunicated expectations.
Yes, sir.
Now, you probably think I know what you want me to do, or I should know because we've been together so long, or
You
whatever the
should.
case may be.
You should.
Now, baby girl, you got to tell me because my mind is 500 things at one time. I'm thinking about a lot of stuff. So if you need something, all you gotta do is tell me. Like, the communication. Back to Finley. You said it, brother. Communication is so damn important.
Write that down, Rose.
Unexpected
I got it.
communication is terrible. It's worse than ever happened to this world. So as long as we're talking and you're telling me straight up and down what you want and what we need to do or how we need to move for the family, I don't think you run into that. But it happens every now and again, and it's mostly uncommunicated expectations. That's all it is for us, anyway.
I love that because that ties into a part of the conversation I was having today. Ladies, how many times have we said, I told him 1,000 times, and he still is not listening. He still is not getting it right. How many times? Like
1,000 times.
Can't even count.
Many. I saw this video. A friend of mine sent a video to me yesterday, and the woman was saying, ladies, we have an expectation of these men that's unrealistic. Because for one, we want men to be husbands and act like husbands, and they don't understand what that looks like.
Right.
Just because a man says, I want a wife, I'm going to get married, I'm getting down on one knee, and he goes into this thing, doesn't magically mean he knows how to be a husband. In the same way, vice versa. Does she know how to be a wife? She fine, she can cook, she this, she that, we communicate well, and then you in this thing, and now you running because, oh, he ain't listening. I'm tired of talking, or she doesn't understand me. I think a part of that is our fault. Because for one, we have to read the room. We got to know what's going on with our significant other, with our spouse, or the person we're dating or whatever. We have to understand what's going on, and we have to understand where they come from. Like the way you were raised is not the way I was raised.
Right.
The way my mama and them did it is different the way your mama and them did it.
Yeah.
And as much as we want to say, I'm not going to be like my father, I'm not going to be like my mother, we live what we learned.
Yes.
We live what we learned. And until we make an effort and a decision to do different than what we saw, we're going to do the same thing.
Right.
We're going to do the same thing. So we gotta read the room. So if you're asking that brother over and over and over and over, different tasks, different things that have to happen, then we got to think about, is that how he would handle it? And is he really understanding what I'm asking him and what I need from him? Is this how he comprehends? We all have different learning styles. So I get that thing. I have some kids, you can throw a ball at them and they're going to catch it. Other kids, it's going to hit that joke in the forehead.
Oh, yeah. Every time.
Or they gonna duck.
Oh,
Right.
why you catch the ball? And they like, it's a ball.
Yeah.
So when we understand our significant other is different from us, and y'all, I'm talking to myself, Lord Jesus. When we understand they are different, and we are women and they are men, and we don't think the same, we don't do things the same way, we can stop having these unfair, what'd you say?
No, I said not at all. I'm listening. Go ahead.
No, I wrote it down, but I can't tell.
Uncommunicated expectations.
Unspoken expectations.
Yeah.
And that will work too.
Yeah.
As long as we get the message out.
Right. We have to stop having these for each other.
Yeah.
And take the time to talk and know that I wasn't like your other girl was.
That's exactly it. That's exactly
You better know it.
She gave you something that you appreciated and you liked, but you're not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You're here, and you may not say it out loud. Oh, my man, my used to do that. Okay, well, where is he? He
Right.
made a decision not to be with him for a reason.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Right.
take me as I am, but don't accept my bad behavior. We have to do that too. We got to understand a person does not have to and should not have to accept your bad behavior.
Mm-hmm.
This is who I am. This is what I do. This is no. Not if you want to be
But
with somebody else.
we're in a
Mm-hmm.
culture where bad behavior is rewarded.
Mm.
And for me being a married dude, I'm sitting back and watching. I got adult kids, and they have his significant others, and and I just watch from the bleachers, and
Yeah.
it's like the women are rewarded for this bad. It's almost like a badge of honor to be like. I think Mike said something about city girls and being what's the other term they use?
Yeah, hot
Oh,
girl.
hot girl summer.
There you go. All that stuff. Like, come on, man. Come on. You're a lady.
Yeah, Kevin said it, y'all. I put it on the screen. That's hard to do, though, with an unhealed person.
But that's when you choose somebody else.
Okay.
That's when you say, huh, something ain't right here. It was great meeting you. I hope you find exactly what you're looking for and or need.
Okay, wait a minute, Corey. Wait a minute, Corey. Wait a minute. Let me play Cortland again. I really like this man. He has some good attributes. He has some things about him that I really, really like. Now I'm seeing that brother got a few screws loose.
It's all about what you accept.
I really like him. What do I do then? How do I handle that?
You really like him? There's somebody else with those same attributes who has all their screws fully assembled.
Yeah.
And they go to counseling. Ding, 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 ding.
You gotta find your comfortable level of compromise, though.
That's it.
You gotta really weigh how bad is this thing that's him. One of the things there are certain things my father used to do that used to irritate my mama's soul, and I used to tell her all the time, let him be him. As long as what he's doing doesn't affect you physically, mentally, financially, let him be you. Nobody's gonna look at you and say, oh, he doing this and doing that, because my father couldn't dance a lick, but you could not tell him that. My mother would melt into the floorboard watching him stomp something on the floor. And I said, Mom, let him be him. So you got to find your level of compromise and acceptance of what you can deal with in that person.
That's
as long
it.
as it's not physically harming you, emotionally draining you, or financially doing whatever, you got to find your own comfortability with what they're doing or what you're doing.
That's right.
I think every relationship has hard no's and hard yeses. There are certain things that goes back to knowing who you are and what you'll accept and setting those boundaries before you put yourself in the situation of even dating anybody.
Well,
You got to learn those things.
All right.
And once
Corey's boundaries are on 10 all the time.
I do have. I want to go back to one thing real quick, if you don't mind.
Corey. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Finley.
So Corey has said, and if you ask and tell him the same thing repeatedly, he may not care. So one thing I have to tell you, and this is a true story. It's about me. So one say, so I was getting ready to go on a date, and she told me where she wanted to go, and in my mind did a dyslexic thing. She meant this place, but I didn't mean to do it on purpose. So we're just driving, and she says, "We got to go to the left. You missed it." And I was like, I'm so sorry. I so thought that you said this place. It wasn't that I was trying to be wrong. You know, sometimes people, when we always tell people to communicate, we forget the one part that the biggest part with that. Communicate with understanding. You can plug that one in. I just got you with that one. But seriously, communicate with understanding, because I understood that she meant this other place because she loved this place before. But she actually meant something else. Sometimes we overwrite, and men do that sometimes. Sometimes they forget. It's like, hey, you know, like someone told me before, you remember what you want to remember. No, man, I watch this one TV show if I could all the time. I forget it all the time. I've gotten older. I forget things. Yeah. At work today, one of the guys looked at me and said, "Hey, you remember how to do this?" He told me yesterday how to do it. I was like, "Nope." Work with me. We have to work together.
I'm sorry. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Can I ask y'all something? Because I hear this a lot too. Well, if he really cared, he would remember. If he really cared, he would do what I asked him to do. What's your response to that?
That's not fair.
Here's the difference. The example you gave versus what I said online was repeatedly. If I'm saying every day, every other day, twice a week, 3 times a week, the same thing, the very same thing, and you hear it, you nod, you repeat it, you ask me questions about it, you regurgitate and all this other stuff, and then no,
that's different. That is
right. That's why I said if you're repeating it over and over and they're just not, that's different.
We call that he's an F boy.
He's a what?
That's an F boy. That's different.
That's an F boy. Yeah. That's a soft man.
And I ain't talking about fun. He's
No.
an F boy.
Yeah. Oh, you can say it. We all grown.
He's a fuck boy. Yeah, I mean, you got to know the difference. You got to know the difference.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why he can't care.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to ask that question, because we hear that all the time too. I'm sure we hear that a lot. If he really cared, I'm constantly. So are y'all saying? I know y'all can't definitively speak for people, and this is exactly the case. So are y'all saying, in a generalized term, men, that he just don't care?
Sometimes.
He got his own agenda. It seems like that he gonna do what he want to do,
regardless of what you got.
Yeah, and eventually, either you'll get over it, you'll deal with it, or you'll fall off.
Right.
And like Brother Finley said, for his story, like, the way he described it, it sounded like he was trying to take her back somewhere he knew she enjoyed. You know what I'm saying? Like subconsciously, like he was being a pleaser, like he was trying to please her. He wanted her to be happy. He wanted to take her somewhere he knows for a fact she's gonna like. And I do that shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can overdo it sometimes too, but I know exactly what he was saying, and I get it. I get that.
But yeah, Perry, you got to be able to decipher what's really important too. Like if she's reminding you of something, or if you really cared, he would remember. But if it's really important, you gotta step up to it.
Yeah,
there's a good possibility that it's like watching kids washing dishes. They don't want to wash it, so you tell them, and he's like, "I really don't want to do this, but I'm going to do it anyways." And they fight against the whatever you're asking them to do, which it might be small to them not to want to do, but it's almost like them fighting against it. I see. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
So that was good. That was good, because there are realities to things, and some realities are people just don't care. They just don't. They just don't. They will be with you, and they will try to string you along as they can, and try to do things their way. If somebody's ulterior motive is to have their way all the time, then
you got to pay attention, because there will be red flags. Now it's up to you to recognize and to deal with accordingly. But if every time you see a flag and you knocking it down, you know what I'm saying, because you don't want to pay attention, then he's not the only person with a problem.
Yep.
Kevin made a comment backing up just a touch.
I see that
with Corey, with a statement that you made, Corey. But do you bail on someone just because they don't recognize their trauma?
Yes.
I'm not saying you take on all their baggage, their luggage, but don't you help them unpack?
I'll help you roll that crap to the door. If you don't recognize it, that means I'm probably saying something to your body. You're like, I don't know what you're talking about. You don't.
Right.
It was great meeting you. I hope you find what you're looking for.
At this point in life, anybody got time to be retraining you?
No. It's like dating a rebound. If you dating somebody on a rebound, as soon as you heal them, they go on to something that they want.
Exactly.
So that's what you're doing. You're playing the mother or father figure at that particular time.
And is that fair for you to push your trauma on to somebody else? Like, nobody has to deal with that.
Well, not only that, it's like you can't want something more for somebody than they want it for themselves.
Yes.
If they don't recognize that they're keep going through this trauma or whatever, and they're not willing to seek help to fix it,
Yes.
you will never fix it, and you will wear yourself out
Mhm.
trying to get them to help. So you can't want it more for them than they want it for
They
themselves.
want that.
There you
They want that. They want to stay in the muck and mire. Let them go.
Mhm.
So they're gonna drag you
Now,
down.
if you're seeking help, that's different. Now, I'll
Right.
give you all the love and support, and you know,
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
over
but if
here.
you-
Right.
Yeah,
got time.
you're a fucking emotional
I
vampire.
didn't raise my
Those
kids
girls.
already.
It's
Right.
kind of it's kind of like if you see a person and if you're a swimmer, not that I swim, I'm just going to give you an analogy. If you're a swimmer and you see somebody drowning, they tell you let that person tucker themselves out, then you help them.
Mhm.
Mhm.
If
They'll
a
take
person,
you down
if you
too.
go and try to help the person, they're going to drag you down
Yeah.
with them.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
It goes around.
Yep.
That's a great analogy.
Mhm. That was good.
that was good.
I see what you're
Write that one down, Rose. Write it down. I'm just
I got you. I got you. I got you.
Like that one. Let them almost drown. Then go
Oh,
help.
yeah.
Yep. I know CPR.
Oh,
you
yeah.
ready? You ready, fool? No, but
Perspective.
somebody take
Change
you
your
down too.
perspective. That's funny.
Yeah. I love it.
Or you can stand on the side and be like, "Hey, that's a uncommunicated expectation. I can't do it for you."
Right.
Right. That's right. That's right. Let me see what Mike is saying. Mike is saying, I asked my wife, where does she want to go to eat? And she says, when you want to go, then I pass out from a migraine. They will find something to eat wherever you ladies want to go.
Yes.
Just stop
Yep.
it.
Yes.
Just
That's
That
true.
is very true.
I don't eat seafood.
That ain't always true. Because
No,
I've been
unless
like,
you
"Ooh,
find
I
that
want Chinese. No, I don't think I want Chinese. Well, then you pick.
I
That's the hardest decision.
Why is it the hardest decision?
Oh, that's tough.
We
It's
know
tough.
what we're going to eat. Why can we not decide where we eat it?
25
parents
years
have been-
in, though, I'm eating whatever you want to eat. It don't matter. Like you said, I'll find something.
Yep.
I'll find something. Just name a place.
my parents have been married for 56 years, right?
Ooh,
Whoa.
ooh.
My
Wow.
dad looks, and I've watched this, and I promise you, my mom could go to, my dad could sneak and get a meal, and my mom will bring him a sandwich, the same pork chop, everything back. But when he says to her, he's like, what you want to eat? She's like, I don't know, whatever you want to. He's like, he looks at me, and he looks at her, and he's like, really, whatever you want to eat? And I'll be whatever I want to eat. She said, sure. He's like, I'm going to go get some seafood. Well, I don't want that. I'm like, Lord Jesus. The struggle is real.
You
Oh,
know
yeah.
what you don't want. You just got to be mentioned. You know, it's like you got to taste for something. You're not sure what it is. Throw out some
So talk it up.
suggestions.
Talk it up.
You know
You
what
have to like Chinese,
You know what
Japanese.
else,
No Chinese.
So he's
Well,
supposed,
you know what us married guys do?
he's supposed to take that on, Corey? He's supposed to know what you...
Right.
No, you're not supposed to know. Just throw some stuff out there. Just throw some
Everything
stuff
I say,
out.
she
You
gonna
know.
be like, no. Everything I say, she's gonna be like, nah, I don't want that. Everything.
Roll
So
the
this is what
dice.
you do. This is
whatever.
what you do. You go and you get what you want. And wherever you go to get what you want, get whatever meal that she likes when she goes there. So when you pull out, don't pull out hers. Just pull out yours.
Okay.
Oh, that looks good, man. I wish I would have had. Hold up. It's in the bag. There you go. Right here. Bam.
Or say, you know where I was thinking we should eat, and whatever she say, that's where you go.
That's
There you
it.
There you
I done put many a person on a diet by accident.
That's funny.
Goodness.
Wow. So, I want to make sure. I know there's so much we could talk about, y'all. I know there's a lot that we could talk about, but I want
We
to
need
know
a part two.
Huh?
Yeah, we gotta
We
have
need
a
a part two.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's how
I
it
need
started, wasn't it,
everybody's
Donna? That's how the
info
last one
because-
started, right?
that's
Yeah,
exactly.
I need everybody's info
Yeah.
because I would like to have all of you on the Husband Show podcast.
Right, that's right.
I would love it.
All together. I don't give a damn. Like, this is dope.
Oh yeah.
This is dope.
Yeah.
You too, Corey. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
I'm part of the crew.
Yeah, we guess. I guess.
You might not want me on. I just act this way all the time.
Oh no, brother, I need you. No, I like your energy. Already. Got the dog.
Right. So I want to ask before we shut it down, because I know you guys had a lot of different thoughts when I asked you all to join this tonight. And if there's something that you wanted to lay out there, that you wanted to discuss, that you wanted to ask and bring to our attention or whatever, I want y'all to be able to do that now. Did anybody have something, a certain type of, a little bit of a topic that they wanted to, hit the other one with?
Man, we'll be on it. We'll be on here for a whole nother hour or two.
Yeah.
That's why I said.
You might want to take that for a topic for next week or the other one. I'm sorry.
If I give you,
tell you what I'm struggling with. I'm sitting here looking at you, 4 awesome ass people, and I cannot believe y'all can't find anybody. I'm still shocked that Corey doesn't have anybody. But now that I'm meeting the other 3, this is blowing me the fuck away. I don't understand it. What is going on, man?
Hey man, it's a new day, sir.
It clearly.
Yeah.
I have to talk to your brethren. Something's going on.
To be honest,
It's selfishness.
I think selfishness.
Mhm.
I think selfishness. Dating is not like it used to be. People don't take the time like they used to. They throw in the towel too quickly. If it doesn't look packaged and wrapped like they want it, they're not giving the time to it. They're not giving the time to it. So, my sister used to tell me, girl, slow down. Dang, get a brother a minute. And I'm like, they ain't look right, they feel right, they smell right. No.
It ain't right.
I've had to learn patience. And again, that comes from some things that happened and I had to deal with on younger years that put me in a place where brother got to be this and brother got to be that, because I'm not taking it. And I had to learn better. And I had to learn better. I had to make, and we all need to do that. And it starts with taking accountability and saying, if I really want to be in something great with someone, I got to check myself. I got to look at myself and say, what is it that I'm doing? What is it? Because accountability, we do.
Yeah.
There we go with that word again.
Come on.
That self-introspection is real. And I think relationships take a lot more work than people want to invest, because they got to be honest with themselves. They got to be honest with the person that they're looking for. And then they got to be willing and trust to take their hands off of it. Stop trying to manipulate this thing and make it into something that it may not be.
That's right.
And you can't ask for what you can't give. So often we make a list of things that we expect or want from other people that we don't have together in our own lives. So you can't do that. That's not fair.
Kevin said, gotta go back to the hand notes. Check yes.
There you go.
You forgot maybe. You gotta put maybe.
Yo, you gotta have a maybe.
You gotta have a maybe.
No, don't put no maybe in there. Don't have
I got maybe, because I don't know you yet. So maybe. Let me see what I see. No.
I see you, Mike Deasy. Hey, go ahead and subscribe, man. I love to have you on. You dropping some gems. I like how Mike Deasy think. Yes, sir.
The Husband Podcast. I'm about to go on there right now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Everybody,
But see, I think
hit us in the DM. Send us a message, because I would definitely, really, seriously love to bring y'all on, man. Because we do ours through when we to go live, we go through Riverside. So get the Riverside app, man, and I would let Donna. You coming on.
Oh, most definitely. I'm ready.
Hey, Donna coming in the studio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man.
Y'all not far. We right here together.
Yeah.
That's right.
Man, it's a vibe.
I'm telling you.
It's a vibe.
Listen,
Sometimes
y'all.
I cook. We had a drinks. Oh, it's a vibe.
Well, I gotta tell y'all what my drinking habits are, though.
Break it down.
It don't matter. We got it.
Yeah, I need the link to the podcast.
Yep.
Perry, give it up.
Can y'all type the link in the chat?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Let's put the link in the chat.
Right on.
And let me see. Vince, beep, Vince on the bus. So we're gonna give Vince some. Is Vince typing?
Excuse me. Excuse me.
That nigga say, I am on the live. I'm here.
If Vince is typing, we gonna have another about 30 minutes.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, I was asleep yesterday, ma'am. I wasn't on the short bus.
Oh man.
Everybody popping their email in the chat.
Yeah, he gonna go to bed.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hold on, it's me. I got it.
He got it.
You got
Oh
it.
no, I don't.
Uh-oh.
I'm with
Yeah.
Vince.
But yeah, it's like
Why the brothers are getting it together?
we ain't all typing.
Hey man, don't do that. Come on, brother. Come on, brother.
I mean, I got your back. F R J backspace. Okay.
Actually, I'm just copying and pasting, but it won't. Oh, there you go.
Got it.
You
Yep.
said cut and paste. Oh,
Kevin said cut and paste. Look at Kevin trying to be smart when it is.
Kevin, brother Kevin, I got this. Thank you, sir.
meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Right. Back at the ranch.
Oh,
Wow.
Ladies, we typed it 2-3 times with different backgrounds and fonts and all that.
Little
And
emojis.
nails.
Well, it's in there now. It ain't popped up yet, though.
Oh, goodness.
Hey, hold on. Do I need to
Corey, is this something you need to say, ma'am? Sister Corey, is this something you want to say?
Okay. We're
Hey,
gonna get the link to y'all.
Okay.
Hey, I put it in there.
Somebody.
It's in there. Yeah.
Y'all see it?
No, is it?
No.
I don't see it.
I
Mm-mm.
don't see it.
It's in small print.
You know what?
Fine
I ain't
print.
got to put up with this shit. I have to put up with this shit right here. This is I don't have to put up with this shit.
It will be there. Yeah, look. Just
Yeah,
say
I swear to God, it's in there. See what
Look at
happens.
that.
Wait,
Look.
wait.
Hey, yo,
He's
back
on
to
his
the-
Everybody
podcast.
get real
Typing it in his
quiet.
podcast. He ain't on this one.
I'm gonna take responsibility while we're not seeing it. But it's the Husband Show podcast. Is that correct, brothers?
That's right, sister.
the husband show podcast. For those people who use pen and paper still.
What is going on?
I don't know.
I don't get it. Oh well.
Perry, we really don't know if that's you for real, to be honest.
You might. It might not be me.
We haven't seen you all night, Perry.
I'm having technical difficulties over this motherfucker.
There's a QR code up on the can y'all see that?
It's little.
No, we can't see it. Wonder what's going on.
Look.
How can I, you know what, now on this end, can I put, let's see.
Hey, I almost had it.
Do it again, Vince.
Okay, now do it. Now do it.
Oh,
There
this
we
is
go.
so ghetto.
Hey, I had this
It won't
redeem
let
my
And
you
short
look at
bus
brother
purchase.
Finley. He gonna throw it in the private chat. Hey man, what is up?
Really? Can't nobody see that
Just
but
out
us.
of curiosity, can we see that? Nope, it's not gonna do
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Corey,
Somebody
see what
copy.
you just did.
Oh, Jesus.
I see it.
What the hell?
Oh my God. I think I got it.
I think I got it, y'all. Let me see.
Yeah, I got it too.
Man, I promise y'all, I have put both links. I put the Instagram link in there, and who is that? Real life? Oh, whatever. That's it though.
Do y'all see it? I put it in the chat. Can y'all see it?
Thank you, dear.
All right.
Yes. Thank you, girl.
All right. Ladies. Men don't listen. Ladies, what did I say?
Wow.
Ah.
Wow.
Oh, Corey is just so tickled. Oh, she's so tickled. Look at her. She is having a time over there. Hey, Mike Deasy. I want to resend your invitation. kind sir.
Maybe on MySpace.
Would like to rescind your invitation. Thank you, sir.
What the?
Man, this is bullshit.
All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all so much.
Oh, God.
Appreciate y'all so much.
Hey,
What the hell?
you know what?
What the
think
hell
I'm
happened?
bigger and better.
That's all I
I'm not
wanna
gonna say this shit now.
We gotta go.
Y'all a mess.
Thank y'all for joining us all out in Facebook and YouTube land. Please remember to subscribe.
Thanks for having me.
Subscribe. Most definitely, Philly. We'll be back. We'll be back.
This was
All right,
great.
y'all.
I enjoyed all of y'all. Thank you.
Have a great
Thanks,
night.
everybody.
Ball,
All right. Good
This
night,
was
you
fun.
guys.
Good night, everybody.
Y'all can continue to comment and you know and continue the conversations once the videos are posted on YouTube and Facebook. Y'all have a great night.
All
Thanks,
right.
Donna.
Good
Bye,
night, guys.
everybody.
Bye.